Hello, music lovers and conversationalists. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another episode of Friday First. I think you're really going to love this one. This is an episode that's going to feature a Chicago blues band that's got their start back in the late 1990s, early 2000s, right around there. They have since become one of the biggest names in the Chicago blues world and the blues world in general. They're a revered band and have developed a following that is second to none. Whenever they put on a show, it is lights out. They blow the roof off of the place. They've won multiple blues music awards and have been nominated multiple times as well. And the band that I'm talking about is called the Nick Moss and the Flip Tops. They're out of Chicago. The band itself has gone through several changes since their inception, and right now they're called the Nick Moss Band, featuring Dennis Grinling, which I'll get into in a little bit. But the story of Nick Moss starts out in the Chicago area, where he grew up and learned how to play blues as a bass guitarist, and then as a late teen he joined the Buddy Scott Band in Chicago, who was a Chicago blues man himself, and really took Moss under his wings and became his mentor and encouraged him to switch to guitar. And it was a wise move on Nick Moss's part, because he is one of the gold standards, if you will, for the blues rock genre, or blues jump style of blues that he is known for. And his fans keep flocking to his shows time and again. I've had the privilege of seeing him many times over the years. I remember seeing him back in 2012 for the first time at the Blues Music Awards. He was playing at a show on Beale Street, and I don't remember if the name of the place was I don't know if it was B.B. King's place or another venue that was featuring a bunch of different bands, but he was on fire that night. And I remember the people that I was hanging out with. I was with my friend Eden Brent, who was a blues musician herself, and she was in town as one of the nominees for the Pinetop Perkins Piano Awards. But getting back to the Nick Moss band, well, Nick Moss and the Flip Tops, as they were back then, I was just in awe of how good they were. The sound, the chemistry of the band, the tightness of the band was just amazing, and I was an instant fan. And when I got home, I started looking into their music and looking out for when they came to the New England area. And fortunately, as I said, I've been able to see them on multiple occasions. The debut album came out in I believe it was the late 90s. I think I have a reissue here from 2003, but this is the debut for Nick Moss and the Flip Tops, called First Offense, and as you can see, it's autographed by Nick, and it's kind of a newspaper style cover with the artwork, and on the back with the track listings you can see the mugshot theme they had, along with some fingerprints. And I'll zoom in on the track listings for you. Like I said, this band has a lot of jump style blues, and of course they play some hard rock and Chicago classic blues as well in their own stuff, original stuff. And as you can see, with the CD, they put some fingerprints there as well, and another mug shot, if you will, and a pair of handcuffs. So really well thought out. This is such a classic sounding album. But before I get into that and share with you my takeaway tracks, I thought I'd take a few minutes and tell you about Nick Moss. He, as I said, is a Chicago blues legend, and originally he started out playing bass, but when he got to his late teens and joined up with another Chicago blues musician who took him under his wing and mentored him, the name of Buddy Scott. Buddy Scott was a band leader and suggested to Nick Moss that he switched to guitar, and as they say, the rest is history. Nick Moss has become one of the most respected blues guitarists of our time, and as I said, his band has gone through many changes, and the most recent lineup is from their album that came out last year called The Nick Moss Band, featuring Dennis Grunling, and their album is called Get Your Back Into It off of Alligator. And Dennis Grunling is the featured harp player in the band. This band sounds phenomenal, and anytime they replace a member of the band, they just keep on firing on all cylinders like they haven't skipped a beat. Nick Moss, after joining the Buddy Scott band and learning his craft, if you will, would go on to join the legendary blues band in 1993. This band was founded after the passing of Muddy Waters, and it features some legendary blues members such as Pinetop Perkins on piano, and Luther Guitar Jr. Johnson on guitar, Bob Margolin on guitar as well, and many others, Jerry Portnoy on harmonica, and Willie Big Eye Smith on drums, just to name a few. The Nick Moss Band would release their debut album, First Offense, which we're talking about tonight, in 1998, and as I mentioned, or I think I did, that this copy that I have is a 2003 release, which still sounds good. Since releasing their debut album, they have developed such a following, and their career really took off, just owning the Chicago sound and really making a name for themselves in the blues world. They've won several blues music awards over the years. A couple of them that they've won recently are for the Traditional Album of the Year in 2019 for Lucky Guy. Excellent album. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. And also in 2020 for Band of the Year. So a couple of sought after awards to hang your hat on in the blues awards world, if you will. The debut album is a really solid effort by the lineup that they have in here. Nick Moss is on fire, and the band itself just sounds phenomenal. You have so many songs to choose from, and I have about 4 of them. The first song I want to talk about real quick is called Baby's Got Ways. This has a nice blend of early rock and roll and rhythm and blues, if you will. Think along the lines of Chuck Berry's style of playing, and it's just a classic sounding tune. Next up, you have a song called Night Has Fallen, and this is a nice comparison, compare and contrast type of a song. With Night Has Fallen, you really get to hear the way that the band slows things down, but still has that passion and energy, and just puts their foot on the gas just enough to tease the listener, thinking that they're going to build and just explode and launch into like a rocking blues tune. But they also ease off right before that happens, and it's just a great tune to listen to. So far we have Baby's Got Ways and Night Has Fallen. The next song is one that I think has the title name is one that I think we can all relate to, and it's called Just Stay in Bed. This is another rockin' tune with a great upbeat tempo. Um, its message is a universal message where we have one of those days where we just want to stay in bed. It's nothing's going our way, and we just wish that we didn't hit that alarm clock and just rolled over and turned it off instead of hitting the snooze. But it's just a fun song to listen to, and one that I think will garner many replays as you go through the album. And another one that I think is one that has a different type of a universal message is called Last Paycheck Blues. This is a rustic blues kind of sound is the best way I can think of it, and it's one that really just it really grabs the attention of the listener. And Nick has this ability to do that with any song that he sings, and what I like that he does so well is how he tells stories about the song itself before he plays it, and it's not a long drawn out story. He just has a natural ability of really setting the stage for a song and really grabbing the attention of the audience before playing the song, and he captures, I should say, the audience from the beginning of the song to the end, and really does a fantastic job in doing that. And with Last Paycheck Blues, this is just how this song just displays how Nick Moss and company can relate to the everyday person, if you will, and it's a song that is a fan favorite whenever they play it, and hopefully they'll bring it back. I haven't heard them play it in a while, but that's alright because there's so many other great songs. And last but not least, we have a song called All Night Swing. All Night Swing is, I guess the best way to describe this song is that if you remember the book Chicken Soup for the Soul, this is the Chicken Soup for the Soul song off of the album. It's just got, it really will perk up the listener's ears and also the soul, and just really kind of cleanse you and make you feel that everything's gonna be all right. So check out All Night Swing, which is one of the 4 songs. So a quick recap: we have Baby's Got Ways, Night Has Fallen, Just Stay in Bed, Last Paycheck Blues, and All Night Swing. Those are the songs that I recommend checking out for the Nick Moss and the Flip Tops and their debut album, First Offense. And this is on Blue Bella Records, which I believe Nick Moss is the owner of. And once again, here are the track listings. I have some more awesome artists coming your way for Friday First, and I hope you stay with me for those. And I'm looking forward to sharing those with you and other exciting videos for the future. Hope all is well, and hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.